Last week, Peter passed the fishing test. This week, the captain gave him a second test, climbing to the top of the mast. Keep watch for danger, but Peter is afraid of heights. Tonight's story is about Peter's climb. This is Peter and Goosey. Peter reaches to the top. Let's begin. So let's do a little recap. Quick reminder. Peter caught so many fish thanks to Goosey's gold coin accident. The captain ate sushi. He was very happy. The captain ate sushi. He was very happy. But then he pointed up. Next test, the captain bellowed. Keep watch up height. Peter looked up, way up at the tallest mast he ever seen. And Peter's stomach flipped because Peter is afraid of heights. Peter walked to the mast. A rope ladder swayed in the wind. Peter's hand touched the rope. It was rough, scratchy. Peter looked up. Then he looked at Goosey. Goosey honked softly, like he was saying, "You can do this." Peter took a deep breath. "Okay, I can do this." Peter grabbed the first rung and pulled himself up. One rung. The rope hurt his hand. Two rungs. The deck was getting farther away. Three rungs. Don't look down. Four rungs. Peter's arms hurt. Five rungs. His hands hurt. Six rungs. The wind pushed him. The mast swayed. But Peter kept climbing. Higher, higher, almost there. And then Peter looked down just for a second and he saw Goosey way down below, looking so small. But Goosey's wings were spread wide. And Goosey was honking, cheering, believing. And their eyes met. Peter and Goosey. Peter is scared at the top, Goosey proud at the bottom. And Peter thought, Goosey believes I can do this. Maybe I can. Peter pulled himself into the crow's nest, the little platform at the very top of the mast, and he stood up, slowly, because it was very high and very windy, and the ship swayed beneath him. But Peter was there, at the top. He looked out at the ocean. It stretched forever, blue and sparkling and huge. The sky was even bigger, clouds everywhere. Peter had never seen anything so beautiful. And then Peter remembered. Captain gave me his binocular. Keep watch for danger, the captain had said. So Peter lifted the binocular to his eyes and looked. And looked. And treasure! I found treasure! And then Peter noticed something. Something surprising. Goosey was in the crow's nest with him at the top. How did Goosey get up here? Peter looked at Goosey, Goosey looked at Peter, and Goosey had binoculars too. Tiny goose binoculars. But they were backwards. Goosey was looking through them the wrong way. Goosey was facing the wrong direction, looking at the ship instead of the ocean. Peter laughed, a real laugh, up high in the wind, at the top of the world. Peter wasn't scared anymore. He was proud. He did it. He actually did it. And Goosey, somehow magically, was there with him to share the moment, because that's what Goosey does. And that's where we will leave Peter tonight, at the top of the mast with Goosey, having spotted treasure in the distance. The captain will be very pleased, but Peter just did the hardest thing he has ever done, and he is proud. Next week, the captain gives Peter one more test, the last test. Draw a map to the treasure before sunset, before the Inky Gurgle wakes. Who is the Inky Gurgle? You will find out next Thursday. Spoiler, it's big and it glows in the dark. Peter learned something tonight, that sometimes you have to do the scary thing alone. But that doesn't mean you're alone. Goosey was there, at the bottom, believing, and that helped, more than Peter knew. Peter and Goosey's full adventure is coming in April. With all 3 pirate tests, all the fears Peter faces, all the moments when Goosey can't help but tries anyways. Thank you for being here. See you next Thursday.